The locals are like, okay, this dude's cool. He has some good-looking Adidas shoes on. He's cool. He's not that riffraff. On the very, very top level, this one in front of us is an absolute gorgeous one. My trash is getting a little full. Goodness gracious. That is absolutely stunning. There's somebody there. I don't see him, but look at the architecture on that thing. That is unbelievable. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. All right, I'm going to try to find that beautiful little side street that I see people walking up and down. People were out here yesterday on this little grassy knoll having a little sunbathing time. Okay, I think, no, I don't know. There's the grassy knoll behind my house. Oh, okay. It's not here. I think it's around the bend. Let me see here. That's a private drive. And I'm seeing what's kind of funny is I'm actually seeing people with electric cars and they're hanging. Like, look at this little property here. Let me flip you around here. Well, I'm not in the camera, like, you know, in the view of the people. They have that gate and a beautiful, like, landscaping drying rack and a garage, small garage, like in the hill. And then this really private, like, hedge. And then let me show you this house real quickly here, just briefly here to the right. That's the one that I saw earlier, and absolutely stunning killer views out to the mountain range. And if I can get this shot, but it'd be kind of, you know, you don't want to be pointing it in someone's window, but it was absolutely phenomenal. But some of these houses, okay, how do I get up that little street next to my house? Maybe I thought I saw a woman jogging, because no, these are backyards. You can't be cutting through people's backyards. But I'm seeing like people dangling electric chargers like off from their house down their balcony to be able to charge their electric vehicle. There's like a Tesla back there, and you know, you just dangle it down. Okay, I think the first side street, for some reason I can't see it from where I am, but we're gonna go down this one side street up here where Jesus was still on the cross, but he's not on the cross anymore. He is risen. This town, I think I researched it, and it's more like Catholic. It might get that from the Italian side than Christian, but there is a Protestant church. I was actually looking it up. Hopefully attend that on Sunday morning. It's only Thursday morning now. Sunday will be my last day, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 more full days here in Chamonix. And it hasn't like blown by, but you know, the weeks, you know, they do fly by. So like if you're only here for a week, it would just go way too fast. Okay, so let me show you here. I think it actually ends. So there's Jesus on the cross, but he is risen. Praise the Lord. Hey, you know what? I think it's almost Easter. Like, look at this. Where does this go? Is this an apartment, like, underground garage? I think so. Have we walked up here before? No. So a property like this would be super ideal, but like with a gate, right, for privacy, right? So you got your carport, big carport. You got like a garage under there as well, wood. It's all bundled up. That can't be a chateau. Oh, you know what? I think that's also, let me see here. I think this is also, yeah, this looks exactly like the plaques from Manor Homes. Yeah, this is a Manor Home property. Okay, I've seen this before. So let me back it up here. So this is literally down the street from the house. Okay, this is the other property, and I think this is more. I can't remember, but a lot of parking over here. And then you have massive, yeah, I almost stayed at the top one, I think, which is the smaller unit. So this is another massive chateau by Manor Homes. And you have a garage down below. You have 3 levels. Yeah, one of those, I think 2 of those properties are like super expensive. And I forgot what that one's called, but I was actually looking at, let me walk down here and then we'll talk about it. I was actually, because in between stays, that one was fully booked up. So that one books up a little bit more. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's a beautiful property, but you know, I mean, maybe it's tucked behind this beautiful French home. Maybe people like it a little bit better because it's maybe not like a little inner courtyard compound maybe, but I really like my place. But I'll try to link that one below in this particular vlog. So we dead end over here, and again, Manor Homes has a lot of properties, and then these little cute little button places. But see how all these have like the little markers on them? So little puppy there. We'll turn around here. Well, I think some of them are more modernized. Okay, that Manor Homes one looks beautiful. Look at that window way up there. Let's see, was that a 4-story? So again, that one night where I did their 1 bedroom, I actually almost stayed, but it wasn't available. But it was, I think there's like a 2 bedroom, and then I think there is like a 3 or 4 bedroom. So if you're looking for a little bit more, but it was booked up solid. And it was actually, I think, quite a bit more than my place for some oddball reason. Again, it's a beautiful property, but it looks like exactly the same as mine. Big wraparound deck, table on that 2nd story. 3rd story, beautiful deck, and then on the very, very top level, you have a deck, kind of more like mine, but a lot of parking out front, as well as you can park right here as well. And let's cruise down this way. Yeah, that's a beautiful, they've done a really good job, Manor Homes, with doing their properties. And I think, yeah, this just goes up here to a dead end. So not too much up here. Anyway, beautiful property nonetheless. And then this one in front of us is an absolute gorgeous one right here. So I'm trying to find my way out of this little complex. So some of the streets, they dead end, and then you have to kind of find your way around a little bit. Now, you don't look too crazy when you're talking on a microphone in front of a camera. Instead of just pointing a camera, the locals are like, okay. This dude's cool. He has some good-looking Adidas shoes on. He's cool. He's not that riffraff. But you do need to find your way around the joint so you can get up. And so let's go back our typical way, like we do, go back to town and see if we can find our way around here. But good to know for next time with Manor Homes. That one is literally right down the street. And again, I'll try to link that one in the description box below on their website and see if we can get that one. Okay, it looks like down here you can park here. So yeah, that's a Mercedes Sprinter van. So the complex is just 2-minute walk up the street. So if you can't find parking at the apartment complex, come back here. You can fit a spot there, spit up a spot there. Probably folks that are, left over from the apartment complex. Okay, can you get up? Let's see, yeah, okay. So here we go. So it will say like dead end or whatever, and then it'll say, so you can hoof it that way, you can hoof it that way, Lazouche, 2 hours, 10 minutes walking time. So I'm pretty sure you can walk up here. I should have brought my trash to throw away my trash. That's something, my trash is getting a little full, so I need to throw away the trash. But we'll walk up here a little bit and see what we can find of this direction. So this is the apartment complex on our right. Beautiful hedges once again, and we'll head up here. Oh, drat! Forgot to start my watch. I'd say I've been walking for, max almost half mile. Goodness gracious! Goodness gracious! That is absolutely stunning. There's somebody there. I don't see him, but look at the architecture on that thing. That is unbelievable. So you got a private drive right here, and then the apartment complex there. That is an architectural genius. Look, it's like a silver roof. That is beautiful. The trees. I don't see anybody, but there is a car out front, so do have to be a little careful filming people's houses. But look at the construction. Wow. That is unreal with the black windows. Oh my goodness. And then look at this chalet. It's all boarded up, jacuzzi, landscaping. So up these side streets is where you're gonna find beautiful. So yeah, they got a hot tub being put in, construction, little dog right there. And then so they put in these trees. Look at the landscaping, look at the landscaping. And then let's head up here. So this is all, oh dude, that's gonna be a marvel. They're working in there right now. Look at that, garage underneath the ground. Big chalet right here, overlooking. That would be, look at that roof over there. Incredible, absolutely incredible. I don't think this is the street I came down, no. I would have noticed that Harry Potter house. Absolutely insane. And then this is gonna be like another house or apartments. I'm not really sure what's up with that. A lot of construction though. A lot of construction, okay. We're gonna fill this one. Hoofing up this hill. But we are, let's see. I don't know what elevation we are. I can't see right now. And then look at this one, gates. just tucked in here. Absolutely. They're just behind these hedges, but problem is you have this like new chalet right in front of you. You want to go like more old school with the open fields and the farmland. Obviously that's a lot more money, but a lot of construction, a lot of facelifts. Okay, there's a street over here. Before we go here, let's just go down here. But see all this privacy? They put up these like hedges and then trees, and then, oh goodness, I'm looking in the windows. It's absolutely stunning. But look at how tight these hedges are. Those aren't hedges, they're like trees, like made into a hedge. And then look at this one. It's all boarded up. Not boarded, when I say boarded up, I mean like, you know, the winter shades. But look how modern it is. Big 2-car garage, that's massive. It's almost like a 3-car garage with one door. Absolutely stunning with the new facelift, landscaping up top. Absolutely incredible. Chamonix real estate. I love, oh goodness gracious. Look at this big chalet. Big circle driveway. That is the ticket for convenience. So it's all chained off. And then like construction. This must be like construction permits or something like that for like facelifts. This is fun just wandering around. So this is just like Seven Summits. They put these like winter shades. So just in case a storm comes. Man, what is this? That can't be a little alleyway, is it? That would be. Oh my goodness. Look at those windows. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, you can actually, no way. You can walk down this little trail. That's pretty cool. I didn't even see that. So you literally can walk down, oh my goodness, behind this gate right here. Look at that house. And then look at this one. Is that their garage that goes straight down? And then look at this. Like right by this like fence and hedge, there's like a little hiking trail right here. That's pretty cool. I don't know where that goes. I'd rather stay on the main drag to kind of see these houses, but this is cool. Okay, so some of the places, again, if you want entry level, you could get in with an Airbnb. You know, hopefully it's remodeled. If it's not, you'll have to probably remodel it for a company like Mana Homes to put it as one of their listings. But even so, that sucker would crank out some money, man. They're going to take their cut. They're going to take their, whatever it is, 20%. I'm not really sure what the percentage charge of it would be, but let's just say it's 20%, which seems a little high to me, but let's say they take their 20% booking fee. But if they take the 20% booking fee, they're going to arrange all the cleaners. They're going to arrange, I wish those clouds wouldn't be there, but we got more days. So do keep something in mind though, if you are in the area here and you're not an early riser. Only today, I didn't hear it, but I did hear some lumber crashing, like some house was being worked on behind me. And this just must be like rich people's like winter, just like Aspen, you know, they're just there, you know, 2 weeks, 2 months a year, 2 weeks, but loving the modern wood. I would really like to do that to my house, kind of put that modern wood to it. Okay, so let's see here. This way looks like a major street. So does that way. So, and yeah, you got paths. You got the city center, all sorts of stuff this way. We're getting a little street that way. They're getting some skiing done. But then, yes, that place has a barrel sauna, barrel jacuzzi for the U-Bridge du Bos Prim. They have a barrel sauna and jacuzzi, trash cans up here, and then these open fields, which I don't know how to get to that open field behind my house because now we're quite a bit away. And there's the city center down there, and then these open, beautiful fields up here. This is gorgeous up here. Yeah, this is beautiful up here. In someone's old garage or something or other. But I'm in love with these old Defender 90s. Like this woman's walking She's like, I'm gonna go skiing. Let's go have a little rip. You could park up here. If you're a van lifer, you could park up here right next to this field. No one would bother you, and you would have the most insane views when those clouds break, and I pray they do. But I think that's a sidewalk. So it's a Ubridge du Bois Prime restaurant. Again, there's a barrel sauna right there. Let's see if we can get up to that street and walk around a little bit. Look at this old Defender. This thing is wicked awesome. That is pretty stinking cool. Here's the Brevant gondola right here, as well as beautiful little areas right over here. And this is the streets where I drove down from the parking structure at Brevant. And we're already at probably a mile, but it's uphill. Let's see. We could go that way or that way. Let's take a little bit more of a stroll this way. So now we're up above the city center, which is really nice. So the city center is down there, and we're pretty high up here. More old farmland right here. So instead of them selling it off, like this farmland you're looking at from that house right there, all the way down with their sheds to this white house right here, you could sell off this land and you could build probably like 6 to 8 chateaus. But look at how pristine this hedge is right here. This hedge has literally just been cut, or it just hasn't grown since wintertime. And that's a monster hedge. So that's what they do for privacy. They just put these absolutely stunning hedges up right here. Little construction. For some reason, that's not good. They put a little graffiti right there. I'm not sure why. This is not a... I've seen some random graffiti around the city. Kind of wondering why, to be honest with you. So I took a really sharp street down. And this is, like that's a really sharp street down. That's Centreville, directions right there. So again, you can go down that way. That's La Rumaz, or this way here. And she's wondering where she's going. A lot of construction, vans on this street for some oddball reason. So let's wander down here, but maybe let's go in the way of construction, because just like when you're jogging, these people fly around here, man. This street's supposed to be a 30-mile-per-hour, and some people just chill, but some people, they we're talking a foot from you, they're whipping by like 40 kilometers an hour, and I'm like, I don't know about all that. But again, a lot of construction. And then what they do is they put up, that's a lot of money in landscaping just for. So what those are going to do, those are going to fill in, and the gaps are going to be filled in. A little bit different than Breckenridge. In Breckenridge, I saw this land, like look at that dining room table, that entry. So it's a glass corner, and it just overlooks the mountains, which unfortunately you can't see right now. But a lot of construction around here right now. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not bad at all. Goodness gracious, I literally just pointed out the gondola. Here is a little shop and this little cute little bar and slow food. La Cab, right here. Grab yourself a coffee. There's some skiers doing that right now. And then the Brevant lift is literally right here. So that's it. So let's cruise up here and show you the... That's not how you can't get to it over here that way, but you got to go around. But again, that's it. That's the Brevant gondola. That's a lot quicker than your little ski shop right there. This place right here is super cute though, right here. Okay, that if you know where you're going, that's not going to take you long at all. So that's probably well. Again, it might not be the easiest hoof, but if you were to book it, I think you could do it. My timer, but I was kind of wandering around some streets a little bit since I started my timer. But again, I've been wandering, stopping. I'm at 16 and a half minutes. So I think you could whip up there, 13 minutes from the Airbnb. You do have one hill, not too bad, going the direction I went. Oh yeah, you could do it a lot quicker than that because I wandered through that one side street, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the Brevant gondola is very close, so that's nice. All right, we're gonna wander back, maybe go up to that restaurant area there and go take a little look. This is nice, just a vlog and take a look at Chamonix real estate. But oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. For the entry, there were a few properties that weren't that much. You could probably get a fixer-upper for very inexpensive, but if you're looking for something with land and space, that's going to cost you. Something already remodeled, that'll cost you a little bit. So it can be not too bad, or it can be a lot where you're like, slap your mama, that's a lot of cheese. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of euro. And you have to remember also that the euro does have 8% on us. Once again, remember that. Did I turn down that street? I think I might have turned down that street to go to the Airbnb the first time. So we're heading back to the Defender 90. I don't think it's a Defender 90. I think it's a Defender wagon or something like that. And my watch says I started it late. I was already probably 0.4 miles in. My watch says 0.72. So we'll walk like, mile and a half plus. Actually, I think we're going to be doing over 2 miles since I'm already up here. So we'll go down here and then we'll cut up this street, head up to that little restaurant, have ourselves a little stew, then head on back. And walking these streets is not very bad at all. I mean, obviously I train. I'm at 86 heart rate right now. It's going to go up a little bit as we're going up this hill. During the sharp part of the hill, it went up to like 111. When I kickbox one time, I looked down. I don't really kickbox with my Garmin watch, but when I was really hitting the bag and getting my heart rate up, it was like 186, I think. And you're like, Chris, that's pretty high, but you got to remember you're beating the crap out of a bag, and then you're not holding that heart rate for that long because you just wear yourself out. And then mountain biking, you get up to the 170s pushing hills. Like right now I'm 118, 119 heading up this hill right here. So down here, it's really nice. You still breathe, and look at the flowers are coming in, baby. Yes, spring is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Spring is upon us. 121 heart rate walking up this hill, but it's a lot easier. I want to state yesterday, I slept really good last night. Deep sleep. Your boy needed it. So here comes some skiers down this little road, probably from their chalet, heading up to Provence Gondola, couple minute walk. So yesterday, once again, I was tired. And then the swing of the gondola, it kind of felt like a boat. That's why my equilibrium was off. And that's why you got a little lightheaded stepping around those areas, especially up the stairs. And then once I got back down off the gondola, was walking around, had a couple espressos before the gym, felt a lot better. But yeah, I do. It was a little bit, skunk. This is going to be a cool place. They're working on this one right now. So I felt like a champ when I got down, worked out, but even last night after my birthday dinner, your boy was tired. Your boy crashed out. Oh, here's that walking path that goes by the really nice houses. And then right there, I don't know if I'd want to trail right next to my house. Yeah, see, these folks are the one behind this little guy right here. See, that's nice to have a big parking, to have that parking right there. Then you got these big apartment complexes. There are big lots right here. But see that one right there in the middle, under construction. And they would have views up here, man. Let's wander up here just a little bit more before we turn around. That's beautiful. Obviously that's an apartment complex, not a an actual residence, because there's like multiple garages over here, and that's nice. Look at that kind of nice little carport back over there. So we'll get to the top of this private drive up there for those chalets. Cute little place right there. We'll just hoof it a little bit more up here. We're at about 1.4 miles, but it's not flat 1.4. So I'll try to link it below, but Mana Homes has a property in one of these neighborhoods back here. And I'll be honest with you, I was looking at it for like just a 2-nighter, and I couldn't justify it for 2 nights. But it's like some massive 5-bedroom, and the thing looks so absolutely incredible. But don't get me wrong, I'm so glad I did La Zouche. Now, I didn't pay the price I'm going to tell you, but this one, again, somewhere like up in the hills around mine that I'm staying at right now. But this thing is absolutely incredible. And it was like $750 a night. And I know, I was like, man, it'd be super cool if they'd hook me up so I could do a YouTube review. And you know what? Lord willing, the videos will pop and do amazing because their properties are absolutely incredible. So maybe, God willing, the videos will pop. This is absolutely incredible. I don't think anyone owns this land. Literally, we're under Brevant right here. And these views would be, Lord, would you part the clouds? Today was supposed to be sunny too. Would you part those clouds, Lord? It's coming though. It's coming. The Lord always answers my prayers. Thank you. Look at this huge field. If these homes right here own this land, that's worth a lot of money. Or that might be owned by the ski resort or just open land where you can walk your dog. That is absolutely incredible. Anyway, so we'll stop here. Look at that place right there. Nobody's there. You can tell nobody's there when the storm shades are down, or the shades. But look at their garage right here, tucked in the hill. Beautiful landscape. That's more like a mountain chalet there. Not really my style, but still beautiful. I like more like what Mana Homes is doing. A little bit of white on that natural wood. I kind of like that a little bit better. So anyway, there's this property. It's like $750 a night. And I was like, that'd be really cool for my birthday. Like on my birthday, stay a couple nights. I just, can't justify that much money for 2 nights. La Zouche was very expensive, but it wasn't that expensive, like as in the price I just told you. And you can see that full review as well on my channel. But I am for not the vlogging channel, but I am for TipsNNtricks, which is my bigger channel. So make sure you're subscribed to that if you're not already. And I'm gonna reveal, because I don't even know. I know it's getting up there, but because I just looked at my American Airlines city card statement, and it's getting up there a little bit. I'm gonna be revealing what everything, down to the dime, 2 weeks in a day, including travel, including going into London for a day, Ubers, rental cars, fees, tolls. I'm going to reveal exactly how much 2 weeks in one day cost me, and you'll be surprised. It's not going to be as much as you think, and the reason why is because I used airline miles. I'm going to try to add up and see what I'll do is I'll, because you can't say, oh yeah, I only paid this amount of money, but you racked up airline miles traveling to Brazil. So those airline miles do count. So what you got to do is you got to factor in, okay, how much would, let's say instead of buying the ticket outright, I think it would have been cheaper to buy the miles and then use the miles for the flight. So that's a potential flight hack as well. Coming to Europe using miles because it's so much better than anywhere else in the world. And if you haven't seen that video, I've used my miles coming here, business and first class back. Are you joking me with lay flat? And I've never seen miles for redemption. You got to be flexible. But the miles for redemption is unreal. It was staggering the cost. That is so gorgeous. Look at that thing popping. I don't know what those are, but those, look at the yellow right there. Absolutely incredible. I've seen those in the city. It's absolutely incredible. So birds are chirping, flowers are coming out. These fields are absolutely stunning around these older properties. And right now we're adjacent to, if you could see it, but yeah, these old fields. I don't know what that means. The Brevant gondola is literally around the corner right over here. This is stunning. This is stunning. I honestly, look at how beautiful that one is. I don't know what I'm going to do today, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to try to do a half day somewhere. And you know what? That's okay. I'm going to have a lazy morning. That's for sure. I'm going to go back, get some coffee. That's that beautiful property. Again, look on Airbnb if you want to stay in like some big, like old school apartment complex that looks like a castle. The ones I looked at weren't like too modernized. It would be kind of cool, but I chose mine, and I'm glad I chose mine. Not really any dumpster diving around here, to be honest with you, because you just got these trash cans, so I don't know what people do unless there's like a dump site out of town. Like, how are you going to dumpster dive? So, anywho, what was I talking about? I was talking about real estate. Yeah, so anyway, this definitely could be an option for the Airbnb model, especially in a ski town where it's popping summertime, year round. That's what you want. So, like, and the entry level is not that bad. Like, you know, you go to a place like Sedona and you're like, oh yeah, let's grab like this like fixer-upper, and it's like, goodness gracious, that's a lot of money. And then you got to Airbnb it and all that stuff. It's like, dude, no, like there's companies here, Mana Homes, and there's other companies I was looking at. When you look at their listings, go down and see who the person is. And, you know, it's like it's, you know, maintained or something or other by Mana Homes or whatever. And when a company's already dialed in like that and you've actually experienced their service, it's like, it's nice to know. And this is not hyping it. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. They gave me a 20% discount on the property I'm staying at now to do a review because I asked. And then they gave me a 20% discount on Seven Summits to do a review at that property as well. The property, the 1-bedroom property, there was no discount. They actually hooked me up because they don't do one nights. So I did have to pay quite a bit more. It was like, yeah, it was definitely more than the normal rate. But again, it's the cleaning fee because it's one night and they have to flip it really quickly for the next people. Anyway, they hooked me up so I didn't have to go to a hotel, and I wanted to review another one of their properties. So anyway, with that said, yes, they gave me a discount, but they've been a splendid company. They like email you when you first get there, hey, you know, hopefully your stay's good, and like, here's our information. Call us if you need anything. I literally at 9:30 at night when I checked into Seven Summits couldn't find the place because it was dark. Called the number. Guy spoke perfect English. Emailed me a video about how to get there, and I was like, oh man, because Google Maps didn't have the marker. This is 2 now. So both their properties, the Seven Summits and the one I'm staying at right now, both properties, Google Maps has it before it's there. So it's after. So Google Maps was wrong on both. And so it's really nice when they have all these videos. And you know what? Just for kicks and giggles, we didn't go down this street. Down here, we'll go down here for a little bit. That's how to get back home. But we'll go down this one. This one tees off down here, but I kind of want to see what's down here. I think there's more Airbnbs. But like, look at cute as a button, little kind of a pillar. Hey, there's my old car, but I had the electric version. And then look at this one. I think that's under construction. This is probably going to be another Mana Homes. It looks like a Mana Homes. Look at that. Yeah, that looks like a Mana Homes, the way they're doing the wood on the white. I bet you that's unless they're copying that look to it. So a little area there. Yeah, that's probably going to be an Airbnb location right there. So very cool. Okay. So, oh yeah, it's breaking. The clouds are breaking. You don't realize once it's breaking, it's going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, is this another one of their properties? If not, this is absolutely stunning over here. Let's go take a look at this one over here, and then we'll go back home. But yeah, they email you. They let you know like, hey, hope everything is good. And then they email you like the night before or the morning and like remind you about the checkout. And it's so easy to. Like, all you do is you throw your towels on the floor, the bathroom floor. You don't do anything with the bed. And you take out the trash and do your dishes. Just throw them in the dishwasher. Oh, that's absolutely stunning. Hold on. That's absolutely stunning. Like a little guest house down this driveway. That's beautiful. And then this one right here with the shutters. I don't know if this is... No, I don't think this is Amanda's home. The one I was talking about for $750. But it's like this. It's like monstrous. And so anyway, no one's here, this one. We'll just walk down here a little bit and then turn around. Here comes the sunshine. Time to go back and get some morning coffee as the clouds are breaking and you don't realize. You think you're just back home and it's just an overcast day, but no, there's, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000 foot mountains, right there. Mont Blanc is almost 16,000. Okay, so this one is 610 Le Clos del Horaire has a chain right here. Oh, I think this is it. This might be it. I don't know if it is or not, but it kind of looks like it. Look at the landscaping on that thing. Good night. Look at how cute this one is with this little garage right here. So I think this street goes up. Let's see, we'll take that a little bit further, but look at this. Some of these streets, you know, they have the kind of the Catholic theme to them, but this property right here is unreal. Good night. They got a telescope in the window. That is unreal. 610 is the address, Le Clos del Oroto. I'm not really sure. Anyway, that is unreal. Goodness gracious. That would probably, that's going to run you anywhere from probably 2.5 to 5 million euros. It doesn't have much land, so maybe I'm off some of those real estate prices. I was definitely off a little bit. I was like, this one looks a lot better than that one, but why is this one like only 1.4 and that one's 5 million? So it's probably land as well. Ones that come with like 2 acres of land or something like that probably are very expensive. Okay, so we're coming up to the park that I showed you, the land next to those houses. Yeah, so here's all the fields. Not behind my house, but that's actually the street I need to get to. I just don't know how to get there. So let me show you this. There's a nice big parking lot up here. There is like a no parking sign or something like that. I'm not sure, maybe no overnight parking, but let's take a look at the park over here and see what we got. So this is all the land over here. Brevant cable car is up there, and then all the land is over open land there, and then this nice trail right here that you can either hoof about, maybe walk around. Hey, look at that. Is that the way I go? I'm pretty sure. Is that the street I need to get to? No, I don't think so. I might get lost if I try to go down there. So, anywho, let me take a little photo real quick. But super unique. Again, one way to see the city. Walk around, bike. Better than driving. No one's tailing you. You can take your sweet time. And some of these properties are absolutely incredible. You got to have the deck. So you got to build the deck. So the unit I'm in, so I think either A, Mana Homes has owners, they buy properties, they put a lot of money into them because the building I'm at didn't have any decks. They literally put a deck on the second level and third level of the property. I looked at old photos from Google Maps and the place did not have a deck. So they are literally taking these properties and beautifying them, putting balconies on there as well. Okay, that's a lot better with the camera, with the sun kind of going in my face. Only problem about like an overcast day, you do get washed out with Alrighty, ran out of memory. I was talking so much. But again, as the clouds are breaking, it just looks fake. Let me stop here for a minute. There's Adjun de Midi, and it just, again, looks fake as you're just in this amphitheater. Once those clouds break, it's just unfreaking believable. Absolutely stunning. That's beautiful. Your boy looks a little... Your boy looks like he needs a little coffee, I'll tell you what. That is an absolute architecture beauty right there. So good. So good. And your boy's looking a little sloppy. Like I definitely need myself a little couple espressos, that's for sure. Once again, that's the apartment complex where I told you to park. And this is my street right here. Now that walk would be very quick going to the Brevant lift. So I don't think I'm going to ski in the Chamonix Valley anymore because my Mont Blanc Unlimited Pass has expired. I haven't purchased any new days. And then literally I'm just like 3 more minutes up the street right here. So yeah, no, that definitely, you can crank that and walk out. And that's what those guys I literally just passed, that's what they're doing. They're just going to walk up to the Brevant gondola. Absolutely no need to drive. Only reason I parked over there was because I was checking out of one Airbnb and I couldn't check into my unit yet. It was too early. But look at this place right there. Okay, let's go back, sit on the balcony now that the sun has come out. And there's Jesus, but you are off the cross. Thank you, Lord. There's Mana Homes' other property right there that I showed you just a little while ago. And then mine is literally down here. So for some oddball reason, if you're going with couple different groups and you want a little bit like your own level and you don't want to share or you have kids, Mana Homes has properties all around these suburbs. So you can have one couple down over here, 3-minute walk, and you're close enough to each other if you're staying here with a family where you're not too far away from each other. I really want to find that one property for $750. That might have been it, but I don't think it was. Okay, today is my a down day for sure. After my Mont Blanc Unlimited Pass has expired, I will be going to the Swiss side, but I'm just on Manahome's website right now, and it says entrust your property to us. So they're definitely property managers, but I think they have a baseline where you have to have a pretty nice property. So there's actually one in Les Ouches with a swimming pool and walk to the slopes. I'm just kind of looking at this. Unfortunately, the pictures aren't loading for some reason. There should be pictures right here. But again, it's kind of like a concierge service where it says services, destinations, etc. I'm just kind of going through their website, just checking out their different areas just for, hey, you know what? Prayer. You know what I'm saying? Buy a property and have them manage it. Okay, I think it translated back over to French. I need to put it into, here we go. Okay, there's the property, the featured property right here. Le Merger, luxury chalet, 240 meters squared, 6 bedrooms, Mont Blanc sauna, Chamonix. That's the one I was looking at for $750. Let's go ahead and just click on that. Okay, property management in Chamonix, long-term or short-term rental. Right here, let's click on view property, Le Merger. Again, 6 bedroom, sauna, just absurd. Look at that place. Good night. So obviously the Les Ouches was a 4 bedroom, 7 summits. This is a 6 bedroom, 6 bath. It can accommodate 15 people. Good night. Okay, let's click on, look at these photos, man. Absolutely stunner. So it's like just this big old chalet, fireplace. Actually, to be honest with you, my Les Ouches property was a little bit, that's a banger right there. Have that view out your dining room table. But the living room area and the kind of the open concept of the Les Ouches 7 Summits, I actually liked a little bit better. Okay, let's just see. Direct booking. Okay, so I'm on their website. So a little hack for you. It's going to be in euros, but you're going to save some money by not going through Airbnb because of the Airbnb fees. So just out of curiosity, and you will have a big, look at this thing. So actually you could get it this coming up Sunday for a couple nights. I think, let's see so minimum 3 nights. Let's just see. So check in this Sunday, 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, and then check out. Let's just see what this would be. It's going to be a lot of money, but for 3 nights, it is going to be a deposit of 4,000 euros and a price tag of, 3 nights, 1712. Oh, actually, no way. Did that go down? That went down a lot. Good night, because ski season's coming into an end. That's only 571 a night. That was a lot more when I looked at it a couple weeks ago, because ski season is coming to an end. Wowzer, so summertime might be the ticket to come. That was literally like 200 more euros per night. That's still a lot of money, 1712 for 3 nights. But you chop that down, it's a 6 bedroom. You chop that down and that's not very much. Okay, let's take a look at, again, play with their website. Let's look at, so it's booked up all of late April, but let's just see what it would be like 3 nights, 1, 2, 3, and check out. So here and here, let's see if that goes down. So it's 571 right now, and this is probably around the corner. Actually, okay, now it just jumped up to 737. So I think maybe because, yeah, so it's 737 now. So the reason why is because these dates right here are kind of like, it's like use it or lose it, where someone might not book up those dates. So they're going to discount you coming in for those dates. But if there's a full week, they'll wax you full price because, they're going to get their money for it. So wowzers, good night. That's a really nice property. So that's one of their like premium featured properties. So that for 3 nights with 737 price tag is going to be 2,212 euros for 3 nights. But again, you chop that down and it's going to be a lot less with, multiple families. But, anyway, so I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to stay in that place. But look at the view right here. So look at this. It's like a grass, just like the properties that I showed you, but outdoor seating right here. Beautiful patio, and that is a great property. Don't get me wrong, this is an absolutely gorgeous property as well, but if you want some detached huge chalet,
this might be a little ticket for you right here as well. So anyway, just playing around with this. So far, I've seen none of their properties allow dogs, so just keep that in mind as well. And let's see, some of these properties do look familiar walking around. New Airbnb regulation in France, tax deduction reduced to 30% for furnished rentals except for classified properties. So if you are going to do this model, buy a property in Chamonix, Les Ouches, and was that one in Les Ouches? No, that was in Chamonix proper, I think. The one I just showed you. They do have some beach locations as well. Their destinations are all right here. Switzerland, they got Chamonix, etc. So anyway, that will be all linked in the description box below, so take a look at that. And real quickly, this is a really cool property right here. This one has views out the windows of the master bedroom to the Chamonix church that rings the bells. That's a really cool one. And then check out this one here. They name them all, and this one is 3 minutes from Brevant. So literally right around the corner, you just walk up 3 minutes to Brevant. And then again, some of these pictures are loading, some of them are not loading, but this is a great way to see all their properties without going on Airbnb, because sometimes you put in the dates, well, not sometimes, but you put in dates to Airbnb and then Airbnb won't even list the property, or it will say like, hey, available similar dates or something like that. So if you want to see their properties, go on their actual website.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, would you look at that? Yes, your boy got a haircut, and yes, I look so much better than I did. It's an absolutely stunning day. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't done anything since my walk this morning. I literally have, well, I mean, I've done a lot, but haircut. I've sat here literally for, oh, goodness gracious. That edit was a very long edit by the time, I took a break for lunch, haircut, shower, you name it, but it's been at least 2.5 hours plus looking at the footage, uploading the footage, wiping my SD card on this because 4K, 30K. I have a 512 gigabyte memory card in here, and I filled it up and I had to dump it on my SD drive. And then once I upload the videos to YouTube, then I save the edited video and then delete the actual raw footage of it, but I keep those segments, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a day of editing, and part of me is like, man, I've been inside for hours, and you have to realize I've been running it for the past week. And to be honest with you, I'm hitting vitamin C and niacin, but I just feel like my body is just like before the trip, where my body is kind of it's not going into sickness in the name of Jesus Christ, but you do need to fight a little bit and maybe chill a little bit. So we're definitely not going to go to the gym tonight. I definitely want to get out and stretch my legs. Obviously, wear appropriate clothing so I don't get, chills. But again, it's not like you're going into that. You just know that your body needs to rest, and you do need to be careful. Again, I've been running it, and this is exactly how I felt before I left for this trip, where just a little bit off, a little bit run down, like you've been pushing it a little too hard. So we're going to mellow, totally okay, but a part of you is like, man, I should have ran and I should have done this and that. But remember that you've been running it for a long time, and you walked 3 miles today, or almost 3 miles today. So, and all the sugar probably didn't help yesterday for my birthday. I felt a little bit run down yesterday, but you could just tell today, you're not you're just not at 100%. You're at 92%. So we're going to go to bed early. We're going to get some great rest. I've already done my niacin and vitamin C. So in the morning, you take it with food. You take 50 milligrams of zinc with 4,000 IUs of vitamin C. And then with my lunch, I took another 50 milligrams of niacin with 4,000 IUs of vitamin C. And what that does is that boosts that immune system. You don't want to overdo it. And then tomorrow I'll do the same thing. And I might actually do that all the way up until I get home as well. I might stop it maybe Saturday and then restart on Sunday. We'll see how everything goes. And what that does, I did the same thing before my flight here
to boost your immune system before these flights. It's very key. That's one thing I do remember about wearing a mask during COVID on the flights is I never got sick. And then, you start traveling again, it's just all the coughing. And even in the gondola up to Aja de Midi, there was a gal behind me that coughed, and I literally felt her breath come over my face. And then she was telling a guy behind me, she's like, yeah, bugs been going around our place that I'm staying at. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, please, protect my body from getting sick. And if you ever do feel like you're getting that way, don't consume sugar because, sugar does, jack up your immune system. So anyway, I'm feeling good, feeling frisky. Again, I'm just going to get some good sleep. I'm going to continue the niacin and vitamin C. But as you're editing, and again, I do need to do work. This is a project I need to do before the end of the month, and it's a great off day because I do want to go to the Swiss side tomorrow. Worst case scenario, if I don't go to the Swiss side tomorrow, which I think I'm going to for sure, I will definitely go Saturday, but I'd like to get 2 more days of snowboarding in. The drive to Crans, Montana is about an hour and 41 minutes, and I do need to get a pass, and I'll kind of explain that on the way there. I do need to get I think it's like 38 or 40 euros. You stop at a gas station like right after the border or at one of their toll booths, but if you don't do it, you can have a risk of having a fine. So instead of tolls, you have to have this sticker, and it's good for all year. So if I go 2 days in a row, you don't have to pay any tolls. And it's only on the major highways in Switzerland that you do need this sticker, because supposedly there's like cameras and stuff like that. So I'll kind of get into that a little bit more as I branch off that direction. After my haircut, took a nice shower. It was absolutely delicious. It feels good to get cleaned up a little bit and look better. You don't look so mountain scruffy, kind of that, I dug the shag hair a little bit, but so my video is rendering. It is like an hour and 8-minute video on business class flagship American Airlines Dallas Fort Worth to London Heathrow flight. I go into all the skinny divvy. That's going to be up on my other channel, Tips and Tricks, always listed in the description box below. But definitely I'm going to go walk at least a couple miles, might even go all the way into town, might buy some souvenirs today, go look at that while the shops are open. I need to ask Grok AI what the best shop is. I don't just kind of want to go to the gas station and do it. I have dinner for tonight. I think after I come back from Switzerland, I will need to stop by the store, and I need to pick up a few more bars of chocolate for souvenirs. I think I need to pick up another avocado as well, and a few things to last me over until I do check out on, Monday. I check out on Monday. So we still have Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. So 4 more nights. And I might do the late checkout. The only other option I'm thinking about doing on the way back, we're going to figure all this out, but I might stop by Lake Annecy on the way back. My friend and I did that in 2002. It's a lovely lake. It's like a small little Lake Como. It's very lovely. Maybe stop over, get some lunch there, and then proceed. I'm staying at the Crown Plaza right next to the airport in Geneva, and they really stuck it to me. And they stuck it everywhere, unless you were staying way off somewhere, but it's an early morning flight. I'll kind of get into that as we get closer, but I want to enjoy these last several days. So again, no gym. Today's going to be a rest day, but I am going to go walk another 2 or 3 miles just for some fresh air. We'll get some more tea when I get back. And again, I'm feeling good. It's just you boost your immune system if you don't feel 100%, plain and simple. Okay, and we're going to be prayed up for sure. So let me flip you around real quickly here. I actually purchased a new laptop. This is the LG Gram, and it has 32 gigs of memory, and I'm so pumped on it because I can have my Sony Vegas Pro editing software, same as I use back home. I actually brought my actual home mouse, which is absolutely fantastic, and the MacBook just does not do it with me with iMovie, because if I've never explained it to you before, as I'm listening and as the timeline's going, I'm editing like minutes ahead over here as it's going in real time, and then I hear myself goof up, I pause it, I go back and I delete it, and iMovie doesn't let you move down the timeline like that. Whenever you stop, it stops instead of continuing to go as I'm splitting my timeline. So Sony Vegas Pro for the win for sure, saves me so much time. Like this edit on an Apple MacBook, I'm not sure Premiere Pro does it, but it was an older MacBook and it was getting pretty bad. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that, sell that. This one I bought refurbished on eBay, paid a really good price for it. Costco does have the exact same thing, but I saved several $100s and it looks brand new when I got it. And the thing is super fast, can handle my DJI clips, no problem. The MacBook, even my home computer couldn't handle it, but 32 gigs of memory is boosting. Absolutely love it. So it is 6 o'clock now. The day definitely scooted by, but you know, we still got another about 5 hours before bed. So let's go hoof about and I'm going to take you with me.
It just seems like the light is always hitting it at a different, maybe because I've been snowboarding and like finishing up. I mean, it's what, 6:21 right now? The way the light is hitting it, man, if you got up there for one of the last gondolas today, it's absolutely incredible.
Okay, just started, well not just started, but 0.15 miles I've walked right now. And we're gonna also time it. Since I left the main courtyard, 2 minutes and 55 seconds. So to get from one manor home to the one right over here by Jesus on the cross, which he's not, that manor home, you could do that in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but I am kind of cranking, I'm kind of, you know, more of a faster pace than a stroll. So again, no agenda tonight, just kind of, you know, day off. By the way, that looks a lot better with trimmed up hair, but the problem is I'm a little chilly right through here right now. So again, do be careful if you are walking, especially late at night. Definitely hug the cars, because the crosswalks, well, technically it's this right here. So this is actually like, it goes from sidewalk and then the sidewalk stops. And then you got to like jump over here, but it's so tight with these cars right here. And then you got, you know, people that are just flying by. Some people don't, you know, some people are very respectful while driving. I got the chimney going. That's one thing this Airbnb definitely wish it had, would be a fireplace. I would be cranking that fire tonight. I can smell this one. I can smell it. Yeah, that is beautiful. Tonight is definitely, there's a little bit more of a chill in the air than there has been. And that might be because I don't have as much warmth on my head. But I was thinking about wearing a beanie, but I wanted to walk like 3 miles and it would have got definitely a little chilly. See, some people, again, they either drive crazy. No, I wouldn't say crazy, but quicker or a little bit slower, which is nice. So just jump on the sidewalks when you get the opportunity. And there's people, you know, walking to and from. So it's like, you know, some people are going this way, some people are going this way. And then sometimes there's 2 sidewalks and sometimes there's not. So just be a little aware of people coming up behind you, and you can pretty much hear them unless it's like some, you know, electric car that's just flying. So let's go ahead and take a look at these beautiful little flowers popping off in the distance. And very beautiful. Again, a lot of the Defenders, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. So we are almost 7 minutes in and we have come to the first roundabout. And then you can start, again, I probably went the wrong way. You can go that way or you could cross over here. So there's the river, and let's head back this direction here. People taking selfies in the, again, you can park over there. People taking selfies by the river. This is around dinner time, so I'm actually really curious to see how busy this is right here. But again, so what I say, I'm at 7 minutes, 39 seconds right down the street. So you can crank down that pretty quick. And there you go. Here is the main drag, and there's that beautiful Defender 90, or Defender. That is gorgeous. Okay, oh, it smells delicious. So again, this part right here, let's go take a little look-see at this here. This I didn't check out this one yesterday. There's the 3 mil one right there. That is 308 square meters, 8 bedrooms, and let's see, so that one's 6'9", 1.6. And then here you go. So here's this big, beautiful building that looks like a castle. You can get a 1 bedroom, 63.96 square meters for $578 in the big castle looking building. Or there's the Les Zouches 8 bedroom for 3 million euros. These are again the euros. Or you can get a 4 bedroom right here, Chamonix Mont Blanc, 1.3. So there's some really expensive ones, and then the not so expensive ones. You got 3 bedroom right there for $540 in Chamonix proper. So anyway, take a look at that in real estate. Okay, so same street once again. There was a little Shred Betty back there. I don't know when the French eat. Zero G snowboard shop right there. And again, a lot of folks might be having their après-ski still, or some people might be having a little wine and a little cheese tasting. Here is the Spar Market. Just a small little market. You can grab some fruit or whatnot, something quick. And then see, got the skis packed up right here. Feeling good. A lot of folks, they have some fat tire bikes, which is really cool. And then this place looks kind of cool right here. Little chill little restaurant. And some of these places are kind of closed. Some of these places don't even aren't even open. But we'll cruise down a little bit more this direction once again. See what we can get ourselves into. Right over here. Okay, here comes the train. Let's go down here and take a look at this. That's a pretty cool little building right there. I don't know if we filmed that yesterday or not. Another ice cream shop. I'll tell you what though, my ice cream shop was bomb yesterday. What's nice too is the lighting here right now is absolutely incredible. Different than yesterday. I think it was maybe a little more clouded yesterday. And then, yeah, I think I showed that casino market back there. Got the pups and the dogs. Got the souvenirs. And let's grab some of these shots of these buildings, and then we still need to go down that one street to the right as we come down this way by the post office, Columbia. This is where we saw the huge dog right over here by the little fountain thing over here. And then over by my place, Oakley shop, by the way, pharmacy, very cool. They're doing a little facelift to that building there. Let's see, do we go this way? No, I think we're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna cut down over yonder there. But yeah, there's that dinner spot right there. And then Banque du Savi. Again, I look pretty posh with my, was the church? Yeah, the church is up there. That's a cool shot right there. Let me get a little back shot of that church here. So what you do is you get the vlog inception going right there, and then you turn around, and that's absolutely bonkers, that shot right there. And you could get pretty dirty with your shopping. North Face right over here. So I mean, you could you could get yourself into a little bit of trouble with some shopping. Let's take a look at this shot right here. Look at that. So we got a little, let me come around here real quick. Got this little guy up here. Oh, got some, yeah, more statues. There's one more over there, as well as this little dude right here. And then you have, here, let me just walk over here. See, this is a cool little vibe right here. So you got the, this reminds me right here of Europe when I first came to like Venice and all these other places, right? So you got the beautiful river right here running through the hypercenter. And then you got like tables and chairs right here, but then you're a little bit more, oh, Josephine, okay, I heard that place was really good for like steaks and stuff like that. But then look at this place, like right on the river, have your dinner, and it's a real chill spot for little chill spot for dogs. Okay, and so now we're back to the casino right here, which I actually think is that's an actual casino. And then that's a cool little shot of that little thing. And then yeah, so little dinner spot here. Let's cruise on over here. This is kind of like on the edge. That's exactly where I was just a second ago. But this would be a cool spot to come down here and grab some photos. But if you are wondering, I did write down, I actually wrote down Josephine's. Someone else, this place, cute as a button, man. That place is really nice. So I actually wrote down Josephine's, and then look at this one, Rose du Pont. Get up there and eat out there, right next to the river. But see, Josephine's, I think I wrote that down for, it's in my notes, for steaks and burgers, I think, and then more sales over there. So anyway, someone recommended that, and they said the Josephine's is bomb food. But this reminds me of like something a little bit more higher class right there. These people are just enjoying a little bit of ambiance. So then you got your other portion. Again, the river runs. Okay, we need to go down that street. Oh, there's dirty McDonald's. Don't eat that garbage if you're coming So after I cleaned up, I look a little bit more polished. Oh, this is, this kind of reminds me of, I think they did this for Princess Diana in Paris, but kind of like a little lock area here where you can put all your different locks and you can sign them and whatnot. There's Cap Horn right there. Oh, there's a cute little bridge. We'll walk down there in just a second. This place, I don't know what this place is. This is another one of those like castle looking apartments you could probably stay at, as well as look at how beautiful that one is. And then you got your little north face right there, but that's a cutie little place right there, huh? So Josephine's known for that big bear right there. And it's just one of those nights where you just wanna have a little walk around. Have a little walk around a little bit, but be careful with the bikers. Hey, even got Timberland. And then good old Mickey D's. Actually, looks like it's closed, at least that entrance over there. And then good old Mickey D's at the Resistance Carton. And then your good old Mickey D's. Okay, so now is this the place? Oh, La Trace, yeah, okay. So this place, Grok, let me confirm, okay, and then you can get your city water literally right here. Okay, so is that the train station? I think that's the train station right there. And let me look. And this is, oh, that's cute as a button. So right now we're like right on the outskirts of the town. Absolutely stunning time to walk. What time is it right now? If you're coming, okay, I'm already a mile in. Let me look at my phone. We are 6:47 p.m. And this is an absolutely fantastic sushi shop. This is an absolutely fantastic time with the ambient. Okay, so hold on one second. Weekly market, where is it? La Trace. So this place is known. This is what Grok recommended for souvenirs. But, and that's beautiful lighting, by the way. And this is right here. Literally fill up your water bottles right here. But there is a, not a farmer's market, but there is a market on Saturdays. One of these streets down here that has like vendors that bring their stuff. So I think I'm gonna wait and check out Saturday before. Okay, so I am seeing some Shred Betty's. Let's see, we got Bar and Bistro. Let's see, we're gonna explore this street. We're gonna go up and down this street, and then we're gonna go back to that bridge. See, that's cool. Yeah, no, people live there. It's just that one entrance over there was a little bit, nobody there. So I do want to grab one of these prints right here. What is this? Oh, $6.90 for one of those. That's a really good price. So sometimes the shops that are a little bit more outside of the main hub, what is that? Oh no, $12.90. Okay, so it's a similar price. I'm gonna grab one of these prints here. A lot of them have similar ones. Something like, what I want to do is I want to grab, and then I want to get a tote bag too. So something like this or something cute like that. Let's see what these tote bags are. Tote bags are the same. So for souvenirs, I want to get one of these, and then I want to get a tote bag for souvenirs too. But again, no rush, because I'm going to see if this market on Saturdays is going to have a better, just like, more like local stuff. So Sherpa market. So there are a lot of these smaller markets. I just don't know if they have like legitimate like organic food. Oh, by the way, did I tell you already that I saw the first electric VW bus, the new one, and it was electric, and it was absolutely ripping fantastic. Okay, this place looks pretty poppin' down here. I still haven't found a macaroon shop yet. Tattoo shop, but I haven't found a macaroon shop, so I need to look for a macaroon shop, because I wouldn't mind having a macaroon shop. So Moo, I don't know what that place is, but looks pretty poppin' to me. And then this place, Elevation 904 Cafe. Oh, look at those dogs. Absolutely fantastic. So, oh, cutie pups, man. All right, so this is, okay. Yeah, this is the train station over here. And then let's go ahead and cruise over here. And so this is where I was yesterday. And then I went that direction there. And then that's pretty much the edge of town right there. That's pretty popping right there. Let me get a little footy of that real quick. That's a happening spot over there. Okay, you know what? Let me see if these bathrooms are open. What are we? 1.2 in, and we've literally covered pretty much the entire city. Stopping for footage. We are 28 minutes in. Let's see if this bathroom, oh yeah, I think the bathroom door is open. Sweet. Again, this is the main train station, and then the Ice Cave train station is behind it. The way the lighting is hitting right now, and then the way that they're wearing their little outfits, man, it looks like a freaking fairy tale. Don't know if I'd want to be sitting outside drinking a beer tonight, because it was definitely chillier than yesterday. But again, I did have longer hair, and I did have my Chappelle on. And if it does get a little chilly, I'll throw on my my hoodie, because I'm wearing a hoodie and a light down jacket. But it just, to be honest with you, it feels like it's a good solid 8 degrees chillier tonight for sure. So McDonald's on our left, La Tres on our right. Couldn't get from the train station. You kind of have to walk around. No need to go there, but I do want to go. Let's see here. There's the, I think I've already walked that way. Make sure I don't hit any poles as well. Don't want to be that guy nailing my head on a pole. Fill up your water bottles, and then we're gonna go to that one lock bridge again. And then I think from the lock bridge, we're gonna cruise on the other side of the city. The city, I should say, the one more street over. You have 100,000 souvenirs right there. Good to know. You got a little derelict entrance there if you want to. They're closing down for the night. Here's Josephine's again. Was it? Am I going the right way? Let's see. Drat. I might. Oh no. Here we go. Right by here, Josephine's. So, right by Josephine's is going to be the lock bridge. I'm just going to call it the lock bridge. Josephine's is pretty cool. If I was with a group, I would definitely be rolling to Josephine's. Solo-mish, not so much. I'll be honest with you, seems a little fancy. Probably drop €100 for a steak and whatnot, but you can check out Josephine's website, find out what they offer. So it looks like they're gonna redo this building here. Yeah, so see, they got some kind of banged up lower area down below here. They're gonna facelift it. But that looks like a huge chateau type of a vibe. If I had an apartment like right here, I think that would be pretty cool. That's a cool little vibe to it. Let me get some footy of this real quickly here. That's pretty cool. So you got the buildings here, and then the restaurant Capcorn. Okay, so this is kind of on the edge. We might go over there and kind of loop back around. But again, this is the edge. And then the Richard Bonzen Sports Center is literally just, I think, hop, skip, and a jump right there. You got parking, and then we've already seen kind of that area. So you're on the now, I think it's the most eastern, I believe, eastern side of the Hypercenter. People still coming back from skiing. There's Alpina condos. Look at that place up above there. That's wild, isn't it? This cool little romantic bridge right here, and then you got this shot of the Alps right there. That is absolutely incredible. Good night. And then you got my fixer-upper chateau. And this place has a cool vibe to it here. Got some lights here, and then again we're right next to the river, which is super. I keep saying, okay, what's this place? Let's go around and see what we can see. A lot of people having dinner right now. This is, what time we got? Hold on. What time we got? It is currently, I'm glad I did this walk right now. It is currently 7:05. Man, that's a really cool building. It seriously looks like a chateau with the metal roof like that. So let's see, outdoor specialist. She's still in there working, 7 o'clock. Tight little corridor. Yeah, I'm super happy. Look how cool this little shop is. Okay, let's see what we got over here. So let's see. Okay, now we're on the very outskirts. That is a stinking cool building, man. It's getting a facelift, but that is unbelievable. Look at this shot, man. Like that's insane. The lighting right now it's on cheat mode, man. Like, look at the lighting right now. It's on cheat mode. It's like you got the golden hour, like it's gonna be like gone in like 10 minutes. Okay, this is, I don't know what that place is, but that's super cute and unique. Oh, there's like a little itty bitty walkway through there. That's kind of cool. And then that's a pretty happening spot. And then up here, let's cruise this way real quick. Tulips are coming in. Oh, church bells. Church bells are happening right now. So let's see what we got up here. So again, this is some shops here. We already went down yonder there. There's this area here. We've already seen that. And then there's my pizza joint is right over here. Not too far away. That was a good slice of pie. I'm probably gonna hit that again, as well as that ice cream. That ice cream was pretty bomb, man. And so, yeah, that's where. Okay, I haven't been down this side right here, right in front of us. A lot of real estate offices. God willing, we can run that. So, again, pizza joint is down that way. You got this cool little place right here. But then the pizza joint, literally right down the street right there, as well as the 1-bedroom Airbnb. And yeah, this street, we haven't been down this one yet. So it's still on cheat mode. So let's get these shots here, hold on. So, again, a little more wine shop over here, yonder. And cool little like alleyways too, where you can kind of, oh no, we already went down here. We already saw the Super U. That's right. We've been down this street before. Yeah, so Super U, if you want to go get, again, it's in the heart, like the heart. And then people just rocking it, man. People just doing it. People just doing it. Again, if you need, you go to the pharmacy, and then we come back into the main square. So again, a little wine tasting or something like that. Chocolate. I haven't seen the macaroon shop. I don't know where the macaroon shop is. Wait, is this the macaroon shop? Is this the macaroon shop? Look at this. This is the macaroon shop right here. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna get them while they're fresh. But yeah, you just go to a chocolate shop and you can get yourself some macaroons. Have I been down this one before? Yeah, see, there's this dude. Look at this dude. Oh, by the way, if you want some really good lighting, come by the shops at nighttime. They always have great lighting. Okay, so this is an Irish coffee pizza joint. And then, yeah, we cruised by here again. Yeah, because I remember this place right here. Everyone's doing the same thing. Everyone's taking video and all that stuff. So definitely don't feel like you're out of place if you're rocking a camera. Everyone's doing the same thing and everyone's not even paying attention. Like, you know, and then not the church area there. Here's Intersports if you need to grab your board, grab your skis. There's Josephine's right there. Kind of give you a familiar look to it. And we've pretty much, yeah, we've hit the whole city. So I'm definitely glad that I wandered around and it's still absolutely incredible. What time is it right now? It's 7:11 right now. It's 7:11, and definitely, you know, it'd be nice if the pharmacy lights weren't on right there, but that is insane. It's still on cheat mode. It's literally still on cheat mode. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, during Christmas time, they have like all sorts of cool stuff happening like around the city. So yeah, we've already been down there. Post office right here. Okay, cool. What are we in? We are 49 minutes in, 1.83 miles. And we've walked around the whole entire city. We've stopped, we've taken photos, we've walked by the river. So you can see here literally just banging out those, that's some nice lighting over there. Hold on one second, let me head on over here real quick and take a look at that. That is pretty wild. So got some really nice, got the crepes going on right here, and very nice, very nice. At least I look a little bit more bougier with my nice haircut. I don't look as frothy. But during Christmas time here, let me flip you around here. This cool thing right here. Not too many people sitting outside tonight. Obviously it's a little bit chillier tonight. This is a cool little spot right here. Atmosphere at L'Île Nationale. Let me get on cheat mode here while we still have the opportunity here with the blue lights, and then see the mountains in the background right there. It's just like, it's still with the ambient light. It might be the clouds in the sky and kind of the sunlight hitting it. Oh yeah, here you go. So we might have to come back to Ricardo's. You got $1.40 for a macaroon. You got pistachio, strawberry, caramel brulee, sail, salted caramel, chocolate, vanilla, and lemon. You can get 24 macaroons for, is that a 3? Yeah, 36, 16 for 25, 12 for 20. Look at those cookies. Those are just dirty. I like that right there. And then look at these big old chocolate eggs up here for like 58. Oh, this is where you get your scones and stuff like that. So maybe Sunday I'll cruise down here and get after it. That ice cream shop had similar flavors, but they actually are running 50 cents, I'm just going to call it 50 cents, 50 cents euro more per the double scoop. So it was $6 for a double scoop. I paid $5.50 for a double scoop. And let's see, I forgot where that was. Anyway, we'll find it again. And we're going to run that. We're going to run it real good. This is a cool little vibe to these seats right here. Again, that's one thing I'm not splurging on. I'm not splurging on dinners out. I just don't really do the whole dinners out. I rather enjoy cooking healthy food, you know? I mean, plus I'm by myself. So that's one thing that's like, you know, you're not frothing. You're not like, hey, let's go sit by myself, you know? And I totally would, you know, I could care less. But yeah, even when I'm with people like in a group setting, like when we went to Sedona, I think we went out to dinner one time. And typically I only like to go out to dinner on like cheat days, because it's like, why spend a bunch of money for just like a lean piece of red meat when I can like just do that at home, and I can like, you know, whip up some ground beef, some good veggies, olive oil. I got it all at home. Might as well run that. And you know, I mean, if I'm going out, I'm going out for a pizza. I'm going out for, 14 euros? I think I looked at my credit card bill and it converts it, and no foreign transaction fee. So it was, and there are bathrooms through the Hypercenter. You'll see WC on the wall and it points, you know, in the direction. So super safe. Like, I wouldn't want like my wallet hanging out of my back pocket like I normally do when I walk around Colorado. But, you know, because there could be some oddball shady person, you know, that's kind of spotting you a little bit. But other than that, I don't think there's any issue with running the action. So we got shops. Let's see, did I go down there? Oh, okay, that's where the train was earlier. Yeah, I don't think there's really any need to go down there. Another shop for a hot chocolate. Park your bikes, working on laptops. Coffee shops, yeah, come over here to a coffee shop, get some work done, get some editing done. That's a cool little vibe. But I got such a nice view where I am. There's really no point. I was thinking about bringing my surf skate too. Oh, Stories, tasty tacos. So this place got some nice tacos, craft beer. You know, some people hanging out, reading a book. You know, so there's some solo travelers, I think, that just, you know, don't feel like spending, you know, the time in the Airbnb or whatever. Hey, I respect that. You know, if it's a shred Betty, speaks French, Christian, hey, you know, we might mingle a little bit. You know, we might put out the vibe a little bit. Spar Market right there. Oh, that's Century 21, Mont Blanc investment, Century 21. Okay, now we're back to square one right here. Back to the entrance. Oh, the real estate, God willing. Hey, there's somebody in there. Go knock on that door, baby. Come on, XRP to the moon, XRP. Let's go. Rips. So, let's see, what's tonight? Tonight's a Thursday night, so it's pretty popping in there. Good little walk. What are we at now? We're at 58 minutes, 53 seconds, 61 heart rate, 60 heart rate, and we're at 2 miles, 2.22. So let's just go wander around some streets and let's bang out. Now this place looks kind of cool. Antanana. Oh, this is the Indian cuisine. Yeah, this was very highly recommended as well. Right here on the corner. Century 21 real estate is literally right here. Now we're on the western side, and so my turn in is right over there. Church, Bells and Church is right over here. So this place is called ANNAPURNAO, and it's a grill and curry Indian restaurant. And that actually got some other YouTuber I saw had that kind of, you know, just quaint and nice. Again, I mean, if I was with, okay, come on, you got the lights going on Ajudamiti. You still have the ambient light. Summertime, this would be a really beautiful little setting right there. Again, like, I'm gonna take my future wife back here. I don't know who she is yet, but I'm gonna take her back here, and then I'm gonna hit up these beautiful spots. Okay, I think I need to walk a little bit more in order to get, let's see, I already walked that way, but I could walk it again. But yeah, see, everyone's coming down for dinner now. Down my street. So let's see here. Let me put a few more steps in to get 3 miles on the dot, and then we're gonna have ourselves a little early dinner myself. But see over here coming down, a lot of folks coming down the street here. Plus I don't want to be out in the cold too much, because remember, we are boosting with zinc and whatnot. So yeah, the shortcuts I did yesterday to head down to this area down over here. I was able to sneak down in there. You do have the train that runs right here. And then, yeah, this was, oh yeah, this was like the really nice, kind of like modern builds. Remember I showed you this? But it was like right here on the road. Definitely wouldn't want that. So anyway, let's go down here. I think the supermarket is literally right over here. Google Maps, whatever Google Maps says for walking, that's like someone who walks like super slow. Like I don't haul butt, but I walk pretty good. I'm at a 66 heart rate, and oh man, I've been walking an hour and 2 minutes at 233, but I have stopped. I've stopped a lot. So anyway, yeah, we got to put some more steps in to get to 3 miles. I don't really need to go get anything at the grocery store, but we're gonna put some more steps in. This is Plan B, little kind of like boutique hotel, and then this is another little apartment building right here. And then people at the bus stop hanging out, waiting to go where they need to go. You can grab your tickets and whatnot right over here, and then I think this is kind of like a drop-off point. So I think the Geneva buses, I think, drop off and pick up right over here. And then Le Ilagon Hotel. You got a parking lot right here. Plan B, yeah, Plan B is like a really cool little chic hotel. Let's see, where's that one hotel? There was like another hotel. Oh, there's a dude actually doing construction still. So let's cruise over here real quick. And the cable car, I think the cable car is more that way, I think, but I was trying to get the shot of this one hotel, and I'm just trying to walk a little bit more, but we're at about 2.5 miles right now, so by the time I turn around and go back, is it this place? No, it's not this place. But anyway, the grocery store is literally right around the corner, right over this direction here. And so, yeah, from like the city hyper center, yeah, it's a little bit out of the way to go to the grocery store. For me, the walk it wouldn't be that bad. You know, yeah, you got to carry a heavy thing of fruit all the way back, but you could do that for your workout. So without getting lost, I'm gonna go ahead and head on back, because I'll be at about 3 miles by the time I get there. So this is going to be more of just a full-on walk around Chamonix vlog as we're kind of cruising around, pointing out some good restaurants and stuff like that. So I might make this a whole separate video. Actually, I didn't really do too much today, so it's not like I skied or anything like that, so I could just have this as a very long vlog. Yeah, very cool. Okay, let's continue on. It's kind of interesting. I've done the same thing where if you're walking on the sidewalk, let me show you real quick, the same side, so this side has 2 sidewalks, but if you're walking on the same side of the sidewalk, then I've actually noticed people will cross over to the other side. It's just, you know, that's what people do. And always look before you cross, both directions, especially in the circles. And then once you get to the back street, then but I look at the mountains, the street lights coming down, the French buildings. Remember I told you, I think it was the first night, like look at this right here. Just quiet, street light on. But remember I told you the first night, I said I looked out the window, and man, I'm gonna miss this place, man. I'll be back though. I'll be back in the name of Jesus with my beautiful new bride. Maybe even an extended honeymoon. That's what I'm talking about, because it's romantic, man. So it was midnight. I look out my window, just kind of thanking the Lord, and I was like, goodness gracious. I was like, just the glow of the street light on the pavement, and it was the street light right out front of my place. It was absolutely incredibly gorgeous. Drat, forgot to take my trash. I can do that tomorrow. Well, I am heading to the Swiss Alps side, so that's going to be a little bit of a drive, so there's not going to be a morning walk. It's going to be kind of get up and devotions, eat, and then get out the door, because I want to at least do 4 hours on the slopes if I'm heading all the way over there, and then, you know, you got to drive all the way back. So we shall see about that one. Smelling some nice fires. The apartment right here, and then the Harry Potter house is right behind it. So you start getting to be a local around here, man. It is a little chilly though, for sure. Definitely is a little chilly, so don't want to be out too long. I mean, I'm heading back right now
Gonna have an early supper. I do need to cook the red meat. Might have tuna fish tonight. Maybe take a little breather from, well, no. I mean, yeah, either or. Doesn't matter. Okay, this is where you gotta be very careful with cars. Let me tuck in here real quick. So, I think technically you go over here when that happens, but it's all greasy beezy. So, plenty of parking down here. Plenty of parking. Did we already pass? Okay, so the apartments, and then plenty of parking right in front right here. So if you need to park there for the Airbnb, look at that. So this is the first time I've walked at nighttime. So I haven't seen the lights, the glow of, people's lights. Just out of curiosity, let's just go up here real quick. Jesus is risen. Thank you, Lord. Is this a little parking lot? Maybe a private one for the apartments. There's like 5 spots right here. But just out of curiosity, that's a beautiful house. Just out of curiosity. Oh, there's nobody even there. Well, I mean, they might be there, but maybe not checked in. So there's the Manna Homes. The whole place is dark. The place was fully booked when I looked at it. Again, unless no one's there. But that's the other property. That tree probably won't be obstructed, but they have a beautiful view as well. But I'm not going to lie to you. My view is absolutely dynamite. And so I'm not hating on my view. My view is beautiful. Then you got Harry Potter's house again. Wait, hold on. Sorry, you were too far over. I brought the gimbal back. Here's another beautiful English house. And Jesus is risen. Thank you, Lord. The reason I'm so confident in the Lord is because Jesus is risen. Another trash can right here. So you can just walk your trash down. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I'm the only one on the street. It's, what is it, like 7:20 right now? Just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let me enjoy this right now. And by the way, the birds, they're still chirping. And I captured this when I was staying at La Zouche, but it was about similar time too. Oh man, you can still see the mountains. Absolutely incredible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 3. Whoops, sorry. There it goes. 3 miles, 3.23 miles. That was an incredible walk. And it's really nice to come home to a nice space. So that's another thing I do want to tell you. So I got my editing station right here. Sorry, let me lower the camera there. Got my editing station right here. Folks, don't skimp on a place. I know you're going to be out skiing all day. I know you're going to be doing that or whatever, but just take some budget of food. Don't go out to eat so much. Put the budget in your Airbnb and get somewhere where you actually want to come home to. I am loving coming home to this. Waking up, having my coffee every morning out on the balcony. This is a treat. Could I have gone budget friendly and could I have done probably a more budget friendly, yes, nicer place and probably saved maybe $700 to $1,000? Sure. But I'm going to blow it on a really nice place and I'm going to get work done looking at $1 million view and I'm going to fill that really just that energy as in motivated to work, motivated and refreshed, if that makes any sense. Hit me up in the comments if that does. Look at that haircut, man. Your boy's looking crispy. Coming out here on the balcony, you can still see the ambient light and there is a soccer field down over there that you see by those apartments. And I just want to say thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. This is absolutely incredible. And I am so grateful that I am here witnessing this firsthand. The Lord is faithful. The Lord is good. And if you have not given your life to Jesus Christ, I pray you do. Oh, I pray you do. Because it is a beautiful, satisfying, full life. All you have to do is repent. Meaning that you repent of your sins, you confess your sins to God. And repent, meaning you don't go back anymore. And confess that Jesus Christ is the Messiah, the Son of God, and you shall have eternal life. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And seeing His creation, not worshiping the creation, worshiping the Creator and enjoying His creation is so beautiful. All right, it's actually 7:46 right now, 7:47, time for dinner.
early bed. I'm gonna have myself an orange for dessert. I'm feeling frisky. Alrighty, lovely evening. Watched House of David last night. Watching a little YouTube video right now. Tucking into this beautiful deliciousness. Same recipe as we saw the other night. We have butternut squash, organic zucchini, organic veggies, organic red meat, tablespoon of olive oil, grounded organic flax seeds. Already had my organic hemp hearts for the day, and then we'll tuck into a beautiful orange for dessert.
I'll see you.